everyone, it's Karen the Geordie Grandma. I'm back today with part 2 of the auction haul. I brought you part 1 last week, which was all of the music box ornament things that I got. And today I've got the rest of the general stuff that I picked up. On the music boxes I paid £22 including commission. So for the rest of this I think it was 63 quid I paid for everything that I'm going to show you. There's quite a lot of stuff. There's about 6 boxes worth of things. So I may not show you every single thing, but I'll show you the main things that I think were worth it in the boxes. I have listed some of them, so where I've listed it, if I can remember, I'll tell you what I paid for it. And I must apologise if I look very sweaty today. It is absolutely roasting outside. I couldn't do anything with my hair, and I didn't even bother to put any makeup on because it's just going to slide off my face, so you'll have to take it as you find it. So let's get started with what I got. First of the boxes was this Midwinter. It's called Midwinter. It's got it written on the bottom somewhere, not on this one. I think it's Midwinter Fashion Style. Fashion Style, something like that, and it's a riverside print. You see, I'll just take the lid off it because it's clanging around. You can see the print on it there. It's like a nice riverside kind of foliage type of thing. There's a casserole dish there. There is, oh, nearly broke it. There's 33 pieces of this Midwinter here. I've got 2 casserole dishes. There's a little gravy boat, sauce boat, which I think is really cute. There's quite a lot of, I think there's maybe 8 dinner plates, 8 smaller plates, some bowls, some side plates, and there's a big oval platter as well. I won't get them out because they're right in the bottom of the box, but there's 33 pieces of that Midwinter. I don't think it's especially worth a lot, and there is quite a lot of it on eBay, so it may take a while for me to sell that. I don't know at the moment. I don't know whether to sell it as one big lot or whether to break it down and sell things maybe in 2s and 4s, things like that. So I'll have to do a little bit of digging around and see what I'm going to do with that. So that was the Midwinter. Let's have a look in this other box here. There's a couple of plates with gold rims. Just says Bone China England on the back. Got a horse and cart. Horses are sometimes quite collectible on different things. There's another one similar with some more horses on. Again, I don't think they're especially worth much, but somebody might want them. There is also a box of, I think I've got about 8 or 10 of these plates in there, which you can see a nice little blue garland pattern on them, and these are Seltman Weiden, and they're made in Bavaria. I think there's about 8 or 10 of those, and I've also got some tea plates. There's about 8 or 10 of those ones as well. So again, don't know whether to sell them as a big bundle or whether to break them down. I'll have to have a look and see what I can do with that. There's a couple of trios. There's this one. It's quite a pretty pattern. And this is Roslyn Bone China, made in England. Trios always go down quite well. I think afternoon teas, vintage kind of style, are coming really back into fashion, or have been for a couple of years. So these tend to go down quite well on eBay. You can see I've got the tea plates as well. I've got 2 lots of those. I've also got 2 of these, which I can't make out the mark on the bottom, but these are just little, what look like espresso cups. Got pretty little rose detail on the front and on the little saucer as well, with a little gold rim. So they're quite cute. Quite a lot of china in this pickup, which is usual for me. I pick up a lot of china. This other thing I found was quite interesting, and I haven't found much about it on eBay when I researched it. There's a cup that goes with this. I'm not sure where I've put it. There is a cup that goes with this set and I don't know where I've put it. So there's a bowl, there is a saucer, and there's a little tea plate. And it's called Old Foley, James Kent Limited, Staffordshire. Old Foley? Yeah. And it's a I think one of the pieces had playtime stamped on it. So that, it's quite, maybe it's a child's, I don't know because it's China, but it's got like ducks and it's got a bull on it and a horse. So it's quite a nice little thing. The cup's got cats on it, so there is a cat on there, so I'm assuming the cup goes with it. But at the moment I can't for the life of us think where I've put the cup. If I come across it while we're doing this, obviously I'll show you. So that was those. It's a little, I think they're silver plated, I haven't had a proper look yet, but silver plated salt and pepper shaker. There was, now this, that's quite a thing. It's a seahorse, which looks like it's made from different glass pieces or stones or something like that. I thought somebody might find that interesting on eBay. I think it says it's from California on the back. It's a seahorse. There was a camera in the box. This is a Kodak. I don't think this is worth very much at all, and I seem to recall me Nana had one of these. Kodak Instamatic camera. Don't think it's worth much. And this was also in, which I'm not sure what exactly this is, and it's a colour filter, Conway camera. A colour filter. I don't know whether that slides onto the front of a particular camera. I need to do a bit of looking into that. Trying to put these all back in so they don't break anything. There was a cassette tape recorder manual in there. No cassette tape recorder, but the manual. Sometimes manuals sell quite well on their own. And a motorway map of Great Britain. Again, sometimes they sell well, sometimes not. This I wasn't sure whether to keep or just tuck away. It is like a brass, it reminds me of the 70s. It's a brass box. It's got a picture on the front of, looks like a house with some horses outside. Inside it's wooden inside. You can see the back's wooden and it's just got this brass plate on the outside. Also got some keys in, which I don't think will be worth much. So not sure what to do with that one. There's also this lamp. Don't know anything about it. Bit of a, again, maybe 70s. Reminds me of something from Habitat maybe. Just your basic lamp. It's kind of a, not brass, but it is a metal wire outside. And this little paperweight, which I thought was quite cute. Not sure if you can see that. I'll put it back in the box, see if you can see a bit better. It's got a butterfly on it. The box, it hasn't got the lid to the box, but has a butterfly on the box, so that's quite nice. Is everybody enjoying this nice hot weather? It's absolutely killing us. Really, really just too hot for me. I'm more of a, not cold, but I like it just warm. Better for me. Okay, so into the next box. This is a Coca-Cola, looks like a little Coca-Cola beanie thing. Sometimes these are a bit collectible. I don't think that one is. I think I had a quick look at that and it's only worth a couple of quid. So that's that. There's this rather, not my cup of tea, but it is a cake plate. It is Royal Winton and it's got like a gold leaf detail to it. Cake plates are quite sought after. Maybe a tenner for that one. Doesn't seem to be any marks or anything on it. This item I have listed. I really like this. It is a blue and white floral planter, probably. With, it's either like a wishing well or maybe like one of those old water pails. It is ceramic. It's got markings on the bottom, which I can't. It is Chinese, but I'm never able to find these Chinese marks when I look them up online. So I've listed that for 20 quid and it's already got a watcher on it. So maybe that'll go quite quickly. I quite like that one. There's also a torch in the box, which I may just keep for when we go camping. This is Denby stoneware. It's a gold coloured teapot, and there's also a milk jug that goes with it. There is a little bit of wear to the gold. I think I did see one of the teapots go for about a tenner, so I might put the teapot and the jug on for 15, see what I get with that. There's a couple of these little tea light lamps. I think they're quite cute, them. There's a little bit of damage on the shade, not a lot, but they are quite nice. There's two of those. See, there's a little tea light goes in there, so someone might be interested in those. There's a little kind of serving dish. These always go quite well. Got nice floral detail on the front, a checky rim. Can't see any real damage on it. It's got no stamp on the bottom, but like I say, they go quite well, so that's nice. This, I probably don't think this is worth very much. It's a little old-fashioned light. I remember these. Again, I think these were kind of out back in the 70s. Probably bought them when you were on holiday. It does have a mark on the bottom. I think it says Prince. So, not sure if that's worth anything. I've got a set of 4 mugs, which are quite new. It says Data Fine Bone China on the bottom. Very art deco. There's 4 of those. I'm quite happy to see these in here. There's a Lurpak toast rack and the butter dish. I've sold sets of these before, so I know they'll sell. I'll be happy if I can find a couple of egg cups to go with those, because they sell better with the egg cups. But usually worth picking these up if you can get them cheap enough. In the next box, we've got some more china. It's a nice little cake stand there. This one is Crown Duckleware. It's like I think they call this a blush colour, and it's got some oriental kind of birds on there. It's quite a nice thing. I've got some butterflies on the column, on the base. I think I've listed that for £12. That one. I see cake stands. Vintage teas becoming, vintage afternoon teas become quite popular, so do these things with it. This is also something else I've already listed. This is a Habitat wooden clock. It does work. I put batteries in. Well, I took them out once I'd listed it. Battery compartment's nice and clean. I think I listed that for 25, and that's already got a couple of watches on it. I know Habitat things are quite sought after. This I can't find anywhere on the internet. It says Phantom Lantern multifunction safety lamp, and I'm really not sure if that is it for a car. It says twin blinker system, recharging system, fluorescent lamp, powerful torch. So maybe that's something that you would keep in your car. It's new inside, it's never been used, but like I say, I can't find it anywhere on the internet, so I've no idea what to put that on for. I may have a bit more dig around and see what I can find. I've got some saucers here. I've got 6. Again, these are 6 Denby saucers, no cups, which is a shame. They're like a browny green colour. But you never know, somebody might want the saucers as a replacement. There's quite a lot of this. I like the Japanese tea sets. I think that says, actually I can't see what that says on the bottom. No, there's quite a lot of this kind of type of Japanese tea set, which always seems to go quite well. There's a lot of it. There's probably 10 tea plates, 10 saucers. There's only about 6 cups though, so we'll have to see what I can make out of that. This was just an odd little, actually it's not an odd little milk jug, it goes with the teapot. I'll show you the milk jug. There's a little milk jug with a nice little floral detail on it there. Can't make out what that says on the bottom. Don't have my specs on, so I can't see. Now this was the teapot. This is a musical teapot. I've never seen a musical teapot before, but unfortunately the lid is being broken and fixed, and not fixed very well. So I don't know what to do with that. I may just put that on and see what happens. Put it on maybe at a tenner and see if anybody's interested. The fact that it's musical, I thought, well, I'll keep it and maybe give it a go. There was another type of tea set in this box. I'll find the cup. Which I think went with that musical teapot. So maybe they're a set. I'll put them on as a set maybe. I'll have to have a dig. I haven't dug through everything in this box, so I'm not quite sure what there is of what. But that does looks like it goes with that teapot. Saucers aren't musical, obviously. There's a random little cup. That's a lovely little cup. It's a shame the rest of it's not with it. It's really pretty. There's a Japanese one. Doesn't seem to be anything else in the box that goes with it though. We've got some other little saucers in here that don't seem to have any cups with them. Again, quite pretty. Don't know if they would sell on their own. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. There was a little chutney jar in there. It reminds me of somebody, that, I'm not sure who. Little lid on it. Hold the ears as the handles. Obviously it's for chutney. I suppose you could put other things in it. No cracks or anything in that. I've already listed that. I think I listed that for £12. There is quite a few on, so it may take a while to sell. This was something that I didn't know was going to be in the box and doesn't seem to go with the rest of it, so I don't know whether it's just been put in this box by accident. And that is the Insanity Max 30 DVD collection. I remember the Insanity workouts from a few years ago. Everybody was mad on them. There's 10 DVDs in there. It says month 1 and then you turn it over and it says month 2. DVDs don't look like they've ever been used. They're quite new. I think there's supposed to be some booklets and stuff that goes with this, but it's just the DVDs. And I've already listed that for 50 quid and it's got a couple of watches on it. They do seem to be selling from between 30 and 70, so I thought I'd try 50 and see what happened. So that was a bit of a bonus in the boxes. These are something else. They're in this box, but the box doesn't actually go with them. And these are knobs. There's a box of knobs. That reminds me of a Dinner Ladies episode. If you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. So they're some furniture knobs. They're green. Some of them have faded. There's a couple of them are yellowing a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. And some of the silver's a bit worn. And these are Turner Australia, which seem to be they go quite well on eBay, but I'm not sure because of the fading on them. You can see how it's kind of gone yellow and the bit of damage to the silver. I don't know how well they'll go. They've got the fixings that go with them. There's 6 of those to go with them. I think I've listed them for 20. See what happens. I always put best offer on things so people can, you know, go down a little bit if they need to. So that was those. Another thing that was in the boxes which I was really interested to see was, I can't really, it's really heavy. This is a tapestry and it's a curtain. It's got a curtain tape on the top. So I'm just going to show you the bit I can. It's double the width of this. It's got that Latin words on all over it. And it's got some fringing down the side, which is a bit come off on this side, so it may have to stitch that back on. But you can see it's got a curtain tape on it, so that's obviously been a curtain. I'd say this was about maybe 6 foot, maybe 7 foot long, maybe 4 foot wide. So I think that might go quite well. I might put that up for about £60 and see what I got for that. But I'm worn out just lifting that. I might have to hang it on the line outside for a bit though. I've sprayed it with Febreze but it's got a bit of a smell to it. So I'm going to have to put that on the line and see if I can air that out a bit. Something else I really liked in these boxes is these, or this. I've got 5 of these, and these are hanging lights. Now initially, you can see the bulb inside them as well. I think it's it's smoked glass. I think it's a dark grey smoked glass. Initially I thought these might have been vintage, kind of from the 70s, but when I did a bit of research I found out, well, it's actually got written inside, it had, it says supplied by Shanghai Union. So when I looked that up, they're actually from China, and you can buy them new. There's one listing on eBay for these new, and they are £62 each, and I've got 5 of them. Now I can't test them. It's got the wires on the end that you wire into whatever. There's no electricians in this family, and I'm not trusting Warren with any electrics from past experience, so I can't test them. I don't think I can test the bulbs either, so I'm thinking maybe I'll put them on for as a bundle, and I'm not sure. I'm thinking £200. Do you think that's too much? I think that's not enough. But I do think they're really nice. I think in a cafe or a restaurant, hanging over a table, or maybe on a large staircase, all 5 of them all kind of together in different lengths. My sister-in-law actually had that idea, but I do think it's a good idea. I think they might go quite well. The glass, it's metal, the fixing bits, but I really like those. So I'm almost coming to the end of this stuff now. There was a pair of Salter, I think they're Salter scales in there. Not really sure, maybe 10, don't know, they do work. Scales, bathroom scales that is. Nice white ceramic planter, nice big one, got a bit of 3D detail on the front there and a nice scalloped edge. I've already listed that. I think I listed it for 15. I think that's worth 15, it's quite nice. There's also some mirrored pictures in the box, 4 different ones. Got the Houses of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, if anybody's into royal stuff, or London landmarks. These 2 are from Punch, or it says Punch, or the London Charivari, not quite sure what that says, but there's 2 of those ones, kind of mirrored pictures, and they're on a black wooden board. So there's those ones. I've listed those. I've listed the Punch ones as a pair for a tenner, and I've listed the London ones as a pair for a tenner. You never know, somebody might want them. I've also got this really lovely 70s punch bowl with a grape detail on. There's 10 little punch cups in that. Really nice, not something I've ever used, a punch bowl. But there are some of them selling online, so you never know. It's missing a ladle and it doesn't have any clips. When I've actually listed this, I've listed it for, I think I listed it for £22. When I got this out of the box to photograph, put it on my table to photograph, took all the cups out, noticed this huge spider running around in the bottom. I've got a serious spider phobia. So what I did, I thought, what am I going to do? I can't get it out. I can't even lift the glass bowl up to go and tip it outside. I can't even look at spiders that are printed on a piece of paper. I just real spider phobia. So I actually had to ring my daughter and say, where are you? And she said, oh, I'm in Asda. I said, can you do us a big favour and stop here on your way back and send Andrew in to get this spider out the punch bowl? How sad am I? But I just can't be doing with spiders. That punch bowl is just always going to remind us of spiders now. But it is a nice bowl. Don't think it's ever been used actually. Something else that was in the box that was quite nice. This is a Wilton Industries picture frame. It's a nice pewter picture frame with some flowers on. That's got a nice blue bead on. I think I've listed that for £10. There's a collectible plate here, which I know I've said before is a big no-no. But it was in the box. It's a nice pretty plate. That's a really nice picture actually. If I was into collecting plates, it's quite nice. It's called Gathering Wildflowers. It's from Franklin Mint. I think I've listed that for 10. Has been a couple sold for 10, so you never know, it might just go. Now these two picture mirrors I really like, and I've already listed these. I know one of them has, not mine, somebody else's has sold for £15, and that's this one. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. The frame is a bit kind of worn and rusty, it's a metal frame, but the mirror is, it's really pretty. Bit Art Deco, would you say? Really like that one. Mirrors are really hard to photograph, I have to say. And there's that one, which is really pretty as well, which is a lady in a peacock chair with a lemon dress on. I've already listed those for, I think I've listed them for £15 each, those. But I did really like those ones. Didn't know whether to chuck this out. Brass plaque with the Lord's Prayer on. Very 70s. But you never know, I have sold a couple of things before that had the Lord's Prayer on, so I've listed it for £7. You never know. I'll take less for it, but I thought I would list it rather than throwing it out. And there's a picture here. I think this was Hung Chu Lee, I think the guy's name is. It's a print of some Japanese cranes. Again, very 70s I would say that was. Be nicely framed though. I think I've listed that for 10 again. And lastly, this Japanese vase, a bit like a Satsuma vase. I don't think it is a Satsuma vase. Not quite sure of the age it is. I think it's been hand painted. A little bit of the paint has worn off on the back. It's got a number on the bottom. Not sure what that means. I've already listed that for a tenner. I've sold something similar like this before for 10, so I thought I might as well try it for 10. So that was everything I got in the boxes. So all of that I've showed you today was £63. So I'm sure I'll make money on that. I mean, even those Insanity DVDs, you know, it's probably going to be half my money back, just right there. So I hope you found that interesting. Is there anything in there you think is worth nothing and I should chuck it out? Or is there anything in there you think that's really nice, you know, that was worth picking up? If you want to comment, just do so in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I think it helps my YouTube algorithm or something. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Again, it helps me, my YouTube algorithm, I think. And I want to get to those 1,000 subscribers. I'm only at nearly 400 at the moment. So if you did like it, subscribe and you can get to see future videos I do. That's all I've got for you today. Next Thursday will be my June eBay sales update. There'll probably be something on Tuesday. I think it may be my June favourites and fails, so you can look forward to that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again really soon. So bye for now.